Hello there, my beautiful demons. Hope you guys had a fantastic day, and welcome back to the Trekkerjoe channel, and welcome back to Playing with Subscriber Crops, where I roasted, blended, shoot your ships to shreds, then bomb them and give you with an honest review on the weaknesses and strengths of the things and make them fight against each other, so basically torture them. And today, what we have here is the Indomitable? Indomitable? Yeah, Indomitable. I read that right. By Trekkerjoe. This thing is a cute little ship. Well, not really little, but it's cute. It's girthy. Look at it underwater. It's very girthy. It's very chubby, and even the barrels. It's kind of a chubby ship. Let's just be honest here. This thing costs a whopping 162k. When I first spawned it, I did not think it would cost this much. So that's that. And this thing is 14,000 volume, so it's less volume than I actually expected it. And yeah, as usual, we know the drill. My fleet colors. God damn, I don't know why people are hesitant to color it in their own colors instead of fleet colors. It's just counterproductive to color in fleet colors, or maybe they just want to see them in my red and black color scheme. That might be a case. And there are sonars and stuff. For a second I thought that was a neon light, but then at closer inspection, that's actually a damn sonar. Things look too similar in this game, and things make me confused. Let's fire this thing up. I haven't checked its speed. Oh, I did not expect thrusters there. Okay. That actually quite surprised me, but yeah, that's nicely hidden there. I did not expect to be thrusters there, and it looks like it's moving quite fast. At 21 meters per second, 21.425 to be exact. So 21 meters per second, that's quite fast for a ship this chubby. Let's try turning it, and surprisingly, the turning radius, as you can see from the ring in the background, is pretty darn good. So yeah, it might be chubby, but it's very athletic. I like that fact. Chubby and athletic. My favorite kind of human. Or, I mean ship. And looks like this thing is buoyant on its own? Maybe this thing has positive buoyancy? I don't know. Let's check out the... Oh, no, it doesn't. Wow. Everyone hides their propellers like this, and I just keep them in the open. I should probably improve my builds like this. Yep, there are a lot of propellers. Those are pitch control propellers, I would say. Yes, pitch control propellers. Then in these insides might be roll. Yes, they are roll. I am right. I am always right. Then there is this engine, which is kind of very silent. Even when moving at full speeds. Look at that. This engine has only 17,000 power, and it's not using much of it to actually move. So that's a very good thing. And when I first spawned it, I was surprised that it didn't hark up its engines the second it spawned, because I am used to my ships just maxing out their engines once they spawn and then calming down a little. This thing spawned silently. And kind of had me worried that this was not working, because I switched to dev test and back, but yeah, it is working. So let's have an inspection. Any day now. We're soon gonna reach there. Indeed. In a few days. Maybe. Yep, there we go. We have made it to the docking station, and as you guys can see, I wasn't lying. This thing is very girthy. This too much cholesterol in this thing. But I kind of like it. Makes it look chibi and chubby. So that's good. By the way, chibi and chubby are two different things. Let's have a quick look at the armoring scheme. Plunk, and there we go, we can see through it. And as always, the deck is 2 metal thick, in some places some more stacked with these heavy armors. 2 metal thick decks, 2 metal thick sides. Yep, not really heavily armored throughout the ship, but it is quite heavily armored where it is. Look at that, 2 layers of heavy armor. Than a layer of stone. Are you kidding me? So this heavy armor has actually 85, I think? 85 armor! Wow! And then there is the tiny itsy bitsy important bits of the AI with 2 processing cards. Actually 1 processing card in here, and then there are receiver and transmitters. I guess the receiver is for intervehicular transmissions, and then we go to the engines, and by the color of the pipes I can deduce that this is either an emerald prefabbed engine or ruby prefabbed engine, or emerald rubies, both of them. So one is a little larger, one is a little smaller, and instead this area is used for a single battery. What? Why? What's the point of this single battery here? This is just wasting heavy armor, to be honest, because it is not gaining the stack bonus from these 2 heavy armors. What the hell? That's a bad design choice there. And this has superchargers as well, so this... Okay, this might not be Emerald engine, but it's one of those prefabbed engines. And more of these here. Oh, it actually has 3 engines. It looked like it had 2, but one here, and one in the middle. Nice. I would suggest moving this heavy armor in the place of this battery, so this heavy armor gets the stack bonus, and then moving the battery in here instead of this heavy armor. So yeah, that's a weird design choice there, Trekkerjoe. Then the middle armor is actually strapped to the turret there. Lots of ammo here, actually segmented into 2 big chunks, but I personally would segment these chunks into half as well, just make the ship a little girthier in here. Tons and tons of forward propulsion, side rotating. What side rotate? I cannot remember the English name. Oh, turning propellers in the back, and I think I have seen turning propellers in the front, hence the nice turning. Yep, turning propellers in the front as well. Lots of smokes in here because I think because of this ammo. Another ammo chunk in here, and that's the armoring scheme of this thing. Lots of ammo processors and more smokes in here, so he is a little paranoid about lasers, I see. And as always in here as well, 2 layer to 1 layer thick metal. And these turrets are self-armored even to this part, so that's honestly quite good. And then these thrusters, quite nicely protected and hidden. They caught me by surprise. So yeah, that's the armoring scheme. Let's move on to the turrets. I think it's the same turret copied thrice, so I guess I only need to check one of them, and I think the detection equipment on them has been changed a little to suit them. And the general processing cards are scattered throughout the craft here and there, so really redundant processing card. And now here we have the double rail guns. They're actually, I think, rail assisted guns. Allow railgun firing when partially charged, hence rail assisted guns. They should be charging it up to 292 meters per second, and I think every shot goes that way, so even if he has set it to that, I think it's charged fully before shooting. So yeah, there's that. Some surge protector, a column of surge protector in the middle. This is again, is it clipless? Yes, it is. Everyone builds clipless except me because I just don't know. I just like clips more, and these are 2 meter clipless. 2 meter clipless shells. Maybe they're 3 meters. Who knows? Nope, they are 2 meters. All right, 2 meter clip. God damn it! 2 meter clipless cannons firing at about no limit. So as soon as they charge, they will fire, I guess. And some recoil absorption as well. So it's thrusters, fuel tanks, fins, sticky flare, missile interceptors. Kind of weird. Then we have torpedoes right under the hull. Rotating torpedoes mounted upon 1 meter turrets. Absolutes 1 meter turrets. These turrets are mounted on, I think that's 3 meter. Yeah, that's a 3 meter, the normal turrets, and these torpedo turrets are on 1 meters, and those torpedoes are weird too. I've never seen people place fins in the front. So fins, propeller, fuel tank, target guidance, ballast tanks, 3 explosive warheads, fins, torpedo, sonar. So not that great on the firepower for the missiles, but the shells are indeed heat shells, I think. Heat shells? Probably. We'll check them out. Yes, oh no. By the way, this thing does not have a cockpit. I just had to add this on my own for the testes. Let's shoot the cells. I think I saw heat in them. Alright. Yep. Heat shells with inertial and supercav. No ejection though, so it is gonna blow up if it's not empty, but then it's clipless cannon, so low chance of blowing up actually. So let's see the fire rate on this thing. Well, not rapid fire, but not slow as well. And dolphin... They're very short-lived. And very fast. As they should be. Interceptors should be fast. Oh, they ran out of juice and they are now heading to the eternal home, aka the space. And yeah, that inspection was really, really fast, I gotta say. Let's see if anything is being hidden from us. Okay, internals. Oh, repair bots. I did not see those. I'm glad I did this. Repair bots, quite moderate amounts, but still a lot of repair bots. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14 repair bots, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, that's 14 as well. So that's 28 repair bots on this thing. Still quite a lot, but not as much as the Indomitable. And munition defenses. Why munition defenses? I have no idea. This thing does not have lamps. Why the munition defense? This thing even mines. Great. So it is an all-purpose craft. Let's move on to the shooting range. More smokes. Ow. Forgot to mention the shielding. It has quite a good shielding scheme. At first glance, this might look like it's single shielded, but it's actually not. It's a really tightly packed, butterfly little double layered shielding, but with some of the single layer shielding vulnerabilities in the middle. So I would call this a 1.5 layer shielding. And these shields are a strong level 6, I think. Level 6 or level 4, I kinda did forget, and I just checked it 2 seconds back. How could I forget it? My god, I have short-term memory loss. Yeah, strength 6 shields, okay. I did not forget. I just don't trust my memory. And shields on the turret. Because why the hell not? Murder the Marauder! Murder the Marauder! Oh, okay. These shells are hash shells. Indeed, hash shells, not heat. I was getting confused on what those heads were, but yeah, these are hash shells, and It managed to destroy the Marauder in a few hits. That's not totally not overpowered. But it is the Marauder, and it is shooting Hesh, and it has shot itself a few times. I noticed that, but I guess that isn't gonna happen when this thing is actually on the water. Alrighty guys, shooty time! Time for some heat. I'm tempted to shoot this belly, big fat belly in here, but that is gonna be mostly underwater, so let's not be unfair to it. Let's shoot where it actually will be shot. Heat! Completely went through the other side and damaged the turret a little. But if we add some more heat to this area and heat this thing up, yep, the turret is gone. That is why I don't keep unprotected areas like this, Trekker. Kindly fix that. That is very vulnerable to all kinds of frags. And the turret died and repaired itself in a few seconds, so that's not a biggie. Let's shoot that area with heat. Fortunately, this thing is quite heat resistant because it's kind of thin. Well, it is not thin for its proportions, but it is thin, so the heat is actually going ahead and destroying that thing instead, and is just damaging a few internals here and there. Let's shoot this area. And as you guys can see, heat goes through the whole thing and scorches the outsides a little, and that's all. Oh, something blew up. Hello? What might have blown up? The ammo? Holy crap. Yep, the ammo did blow up because of the heat. But yeah, that was really freaking fast to repair. Let's try out Hesh now. Pretty resistant to heat, except the turret caps as always. Hesh is gonna melt the turret caps. Oh, holy balls. But I guess those were black and metal already, so that's not fair. We'll come back to this area after the smoke is gone. Let's shoot the back. And was that actually frag that I shot? Yes, that was actually frag that I shot. Oops. Hesh. Alright. Went through, did a little bit of damage, but this air gap mostly caught the Hesh, I would say. Yep, Hesh bounced here and there and actually didn't damage the turret. The turret cap though, I am pretty sure that is gonna melt. Yep. Turret cap is gonna melt. Let's shoot some Hesh here. And I saw Hesh come out of the downside, so that might have ravaged it a little. But I can't really see if it keeps repairing itself so damn fast. So yeah, Hesh came in here, bounced in a little, and actually made a hole through here. Didn't go inside the heavy armor, didn't go inside the turret. So yeah, that's what happened. That's why I saw Hesh down in there. And this thing is actually one layer of heavy armor. I thought it was double layered, but no. Oh, this AI box is double layered heavy armor, and it has an air gap in the middle, I guess, to catch Hesh heat frags. So yeah, that's actually a good choice. So this heavy armor is not 80 armor, it's actually 40 because it is not stacked, but it has an air gap. And why is the bottom layer like that? You know Hesh can travel and bounce around like that, right? That's cover the bottom up. Oh, actually, that might just have been the damage that I didn't repair. Yeah. All right, so Hesh. We haven't shot the front with the Hesh. Oh, and as always, as suspected, the turret cap is really vulnerable. Fix that. Maybe add some heavy armor, and most definitely don't have these exposed. That is letting half of the HE through, so that's bad. Frag! I am predicting it is gonna melt through. Look at that. Big fat hole there, big fat hole there. It is gonna melt through these. Lots of frags being deflected, but whatever single area is left single shielded like this, some frag is being let through, and it is cutting through the turrets. As always, frag melts through everything, really. Ooh, that volley got completely deflected. Nice! But yeah, 1 or 2 frag is enough to kill the turret caps. That is really bad. Let's try and shoot there. Look at that. That's like a whole chunk of fat falling down this chubby thing. Look at that. And frag actually did manage to make it through there. Amazing. Frag OP. Frag always OP. Let's repair this thing. But yeah, to be honest, that was around 200 8-meter frag shells, so not really fair, is it? Quite resistant to heat and hash, not that resistant to frag, and honestly these turret caps need to be less vulnerable. They're very vulnerable to almost everything. EMP, I'm actually curious. Didn't see much surge protectors except for the important areas, so EMP, yeah, it's clipping through smoke, that's all. Got deflected in here. Some of them went through. That did almost nothing, just chipped off the detection a little, so yeah, not really vulnerable to EMP. Hull point disruptors. Let's disrupt the shields a little. And I think it's not going to repair anymore because it might have ran out of resources. Yes. Look at that. It has ran out of resources. Great. It's not repairing anymore. Let's ravage it with some AP. We all know what's going to happen, guys. We all know what's going to happen with AP. And hollow point. These are just overpowered. I should not test them. Doesn't matter what you throw. They're always gonna make craters and holes in your ship. Just look at that hollow point. Just big chunks of ship falling apart. That was a lot of hollow point. The middle part is gone. And the shell type we all have been waiting for. Oh my god! I thought I would get resistant to the dopamine releases from grav rams, but no. It always cackles me up. Look at that. I have turned this thing into a submarine. Go, Indomitable, go! You are officially a submarine now. The Indomitable against the Aegis light cruiser. Both of them are almost exactly the same cost. The Indomitable is 162k, the light cruiser is 164k. Commence the brawl, and we shall see who comes victorious, and we will decide based on the damages and based on the thingies. The Indomitable is kind of fast, hence some of the shells from the Aegis are missing, while torpedoes from the Indomitable heading towards the Aegis and shells from the Indomitable most definitely not reaching. Oh, it's actually is reaching the Aegis, but is reaching underwater, so it's kind of going for, I think, the AI or maybe the ammo, so that is good. The super cabs in the Indomitable are most definitely helping this thing, and the shells are most definitely damaging the Aegis a little bit, but then both are at 100%. The Aegis shells are, although landing, some of them, most of them are, the Aegis shells, most of them are missing. Wow. The speed advantage of the ship While some of the shells are hitting, it's doing almost no damage at all because of the shielding and because of the Wolverine-like capabilities. Oh my lord. Let us see if it can sustain that Wolverine-like capability after it runs out of resources. Because I am not providing it with resources. And it is changing courses erratically, hence dodging more and more shells. But oh, I thought Aegis was kind of winning, but no, both are at 99%. That's good. It's almost as if they're brothers. Same firepower, same defense, same kind of things. Although, as I stated earlier, the problem with the turret cap being chipped away little by little, and one of the turrets, one of the cannons is definitely gonna blow up. Definitely gonna blow up. In this case, the Aegis Light Cruiser has healed up and the Indomitable is now taking a bit of the damage because of some of the single layered holes in the shielding, let's just say. And as always, as in the testing, the turret cap is the first to suffer. And the turret caps indeed need a lot more armoring, maybe even some heavy armor to them. This turret somehow just stopped. Yep, turret cap blew up. Great. One turret cap completely decapitated, one turret cap half decapitated. The middle turret cap is kind of working still. So yeah, this thing is hard to kill, but is very easily robbed of its firepower. While the torpedoes are generally dolphining around, being distracted by all kinds of stuff. Let's see what this torpedo does. They're quite fast torpedoes, to be honest. But they're completely missing the point. So, yeah. Torpedoes. Oh, one torpedo in there. But the Aegis Light Cruiser is unscratched. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Okay, where's the battle? Ah, there's the battle. They have moved quite far. Both of the ships move at quite a good rate, hence the distance. But they have managed to keep the distance between each other pretty consistent throughout the battle, hence I did not notice. Lots of missile heading towards the Indomitable and eventually hitting. And now that the Indomitable have been crippled of some of its firepower, it is taking a lot of damage while not returning all that. But look at that percentage! Bouncing around between 93 and 94. The damn repair bots. Most of the Aegis's shells are indeed hitting the turret cap because they're bouncing off of the water. That's good for the Aegis. Not good for the Indomitable though. Only one of the thrusters remain. Not anymore. The back turret has been, I think, completely crippled now, so that's that. Only the middle turret and the missiles are remaining. And hopefully they will not kill the Aegis. Indomitable is suffering from water damage, hence trying to sink yet not sinking because of the PID. Alright, I'll end this fight here, guys. This is getting ridiculously long. 81% to 99%. I think there is no doubt that the Aegis has clearly won. The more I play with this thing, the more I realize that this thing is not meant to kill stuff all that much, but it is meant to take beatings for days. This is basically a bullet sponge of a ship. And since it could not manage to kill the Aegis, we will let it fight against the lower tier from the Aegis, which is, yes, the Ancient. Well, where is it? The Ancient 147,000 resources, a really crappy ship that I accidentally spawned in our own team. So we'll let that despawn. White flares, the way it was meant to be. Let us despawn this, then let us commence the epic battle of a shitty ship with quite a nicely built ship. The battles, after settling a little bit. Alright, enough of that settling. Let's commence the battle. The Ancient versus the Indomitable, and for some damn reason the Ancient refuses to move, as always. There's something wrong with this ship. There's most definitely lots of things wrong with this damn ship. And it hasn't even rotated yet while it kinda got flung into the air. Yeah, really nice Ancient. I mean, I am the only one to blame for this ship. Come on. The middle part is already gone. The Hesh is ripping this thing into pieces. Oh, now you're moving, huh? Now you're moving. Now it is trying to move. Oh, finally it is shooting. I thought it wouldn't. What are the shells again? Yeah, AP frag. What was I thinking? And half of them are missing, while half of them are going over the top, and the rest of them are actually hitting, which are getting deflected by the double air shielding. Great! Wow! Such aim, Ancient, such aim! That is some stupid amounts of inaccuracies. What the hell did I build with it? Look at that! Shells going all the way all around. I have no idea what the shells are trying to do. But all I know is they're very inaccurate. I have no idea why. But yeah, the buttocks and the middle part of the Ancient is gone. And yeah, we can clearly see who is the winner. Jesus Christ. You suck. Yes, even I wasn't even in the fight, and I got killed by the inaccuracy of the damn Ancient. Really great. The Ancient is even being bombarded with torpedoes of this thing. Poor Ancient. Gonna get munched by those torpedoes now. Kablam! Kaboom! Bim bam boom bam bim! So yeah guys, that is the Indomitable. A bullet's punch, chubby, cute little ship.
Read it, you bellends. I'm too lazy to recite. Oh. Subscribe and like, or I will fucking kill slap you softly.